Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Tennessee Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne, our epic adventure of 8 players, featuring a sneeze and all these people. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello, folks.
Hello,
at
folks
home.
at home.
Hello.
Oh my god. I'm so keen that everyone's excited. Alright, now as always, we are here to play a role-playing game, basically a storytelling adventure that is a collaborative effort of all of these players playing all of their characters, while I, the game master, run the story, the other NPCs, and all the other stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. And you, as the audience members, in addition to watching the show, you're also going to be participating by, donations and suggestions and talking and chat and all this other cool stuff, yeah, just having a good time. We're here to hang and have a blast. So before we kick off, we have some people to thank, and that is of course our lovely sponsors who help us look as good as we do. Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on all the character tokens, as well as the animated tokens for the characters who do not have cameras. We then have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you will hear throughout the course of the session, and Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, which allows me to connect to all of my players from around the world and get to enjoy and indulge in this great and amazing role-playing game. That's what we're doing. Now, to introduce the characters, we're going to go around the circle because we didn't really get to do the full scope last week because we got a surprise introduced back to two rejoining members of this table, so there was a little bit of we didn't really get a chance to give them an intro, so we're gonna do do it this way. Introduce your names, introduce your characters, such as like I am so and so, this, and then what I'd like to do is introduce your characters in terms of who you are in view of the rebellion of Korvosa, and your opinion on the Queen of Queen Iliosa and her situation. Okay, so once again, your name, character stuff, your position in the rebellion, and your view of the Queen of Korvosa. So let's start with none other than Cookie Mon Steve and go. Let's go across as we normally do. So Ray, Alizaro, Holly, Una, Quinn, Patrick, Dante, then Agnes. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm Steve, playing Ray. Ray is a Tanuki champion of Milani who is kind of become somebody in the rebellion. That's what he's mainly there for, and he seems to be dealing with a bunch of stuff. He doesn't like the Queen. He doesn't like people who aren't free, or who prefer
hey,
not.
Fuck
to
you
have
for
people.
not being free! How dare you enslave? How dare you be enslaved?
Sorry.
You bunch of measly peasants. Ray gets his slipper out and starts hitting people.
I got it backwards.
I know. I get it.
He tries not to do that. But,
Yes,
I'm not used to going first. Come on.
I know. You're opposed. I think what you're looking for is you're opposed to tyranny, and you wish to see, and you wish to see people free more than anything else, and you view Queen Iliosa as the source of a lot of people's turmoil that you are trying to break free. She is literally obviously you are a champion of Milani, the goddess of rebellion. So for you, she is the quintessential source, I guess, of your campaign currently. Is she needs to be brought down.
It's like Queen Iliosa, you have failed this city.
And instead of firing a bow and arrow, he uses a fucking mace, and then it just goes, go, gadget, mace! Like a fishing fucking rod.
Exactly.
All right. Alizari, you're next.
Always right before my introductions. All right. Hi, I'm Cass. I'm playing Alizaro. She is an awakened secretary bird, swashbuckler. She's just not really any position of prominence within the rebellion. She is here with the party participating, but like nobody's gonna know her by name on the street or anything like that. And her opinion of the queen is the queen does really dark, messed up alchemy magic, and the queen should suffer for doing the messed up dark alchemy magic or hiring people who do it.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Next up, we have Malakisa. Oh, and that was
Hello.
Cass, by the way. Also, Cass is the beautiful mind behind the Season of Ghost podcast. Which, wait, did we do a thing? Hold on. Yeah! Do we have a thing? There you go. So if you get a chance to, do the thing. Sorry, Scully, I did a thing. My bad. I forgot. I couldn't remember if it worked, but now we know it works twice. So there you go. All right, then we have Malakisa.
That's fine. Interrupt me. It's cool, Dag.
Yeah, okay, no worries. As long as you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. It's
Yeah,
cool.
you doing all right there?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You
You can start now if you want.
Is that cool? Did the middle
Super
of my
cool.
sentence end at the beginning of yours? Is that
No. It was fine. It was fine. It was perfectly timed. I mean, I think because there's a delay. So every time you speak,
Okay.
I seem to start at the same time.
It happens. It happens.
All the time.
It's cool though. Is it cool if I start?
Yeah, oh no, please start. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
Whenever you're ready.
So, okay. Is now good?
Yeah.
So I play Holly. Holly is a fairy noble who she is very close to what nobility should do, and while the Fae aren't really the best source of what should happen in Human City, she still knows the Queen is evil. So when Queen Iliosa started doing all this stuff, especially with everything that she read in all of her adventure books, she knows the Queen is bad. So she is part of the original group that has set about to turn the Queen, get rid of the Queen, and she is gung-ho to take out the Queen.
All right, brilliant. Next up, we have the dragon slaying Unok, played by Core Shift.
Hey, you remembered. Yep, I'm Marcus, aka Core Shift. I'm playing Unok, the orc dragon slaying barbarian. I don't really think Unok considers himself part of the rebellion. He's just kind of there to kill a dragon. But if anything, he is just a meat shield for his allies, which he's fine with. He doesn't really have any like or dislike for the queen for the most part, but I mean, she connives with a dragon, so that puts her on Unok's shit list.
That sounds, yeah, perfectly reasonable. All right, fantastic. That was Unok. We then go to the indomitable Quinn, aka Blackjack, aka Aya Janasi.
Why, thank you. Yes, so Quinn is an investigator, and she is also her other persona is Blackjack, symbol of hope for the beleaguered people. And in this revolution, she just can't wait to take down her evil countrywoman of a queen.
Well said, well said. All right. Then we go to Twiff, who plays the role of the gunslinger Padrig.
Hey, yes, I am Twiff. I am demonstrating why you should not wear green shirts on backgrounds. And also playing Padrig, who wanted to be a wizard, but circumstances way, way back resulted in that not happening. So he took up guns instead, and now he's got guns and spells. As far as the rebellion, I mean, we kind of started it. So he's been in it since the beginning. His from a minorish noble house, who's and his family was slaughtered by the queen, so that's a little extra motivation for taking her out and getting revenge for his family and all the shit that has happened to the city.
That definitely sounds like a quest for vengeance. Your justice, your vengeance, you are the knight. You have a gun. All right. Then we go to Dante, played by our friend Rykon.
Hello, everyone. I am Rykon playing Dante the Kitsune Druid, local to the Forest of Corvosa, helping out here and there when he can. He has originally started with, trying to go after someone with pets because of his friend dying. Came back, had to kill him again, sadly. And he pretty much was there at the start of Rebellion. With some of these people that were there from the OG group. His thoughts on Liliosa is that hopefully take out the queen and get somebody else to take over that is more worthwhile.
That's true. Yep. As much as defeating her is important, finding someone appropriate to replace her is equally as. So, awesome, fantastic. Love that. And last but certainly not least, we have Laura Bones playing Agnes.
Hello, yes, I'm Laura Bones, and I play Agnes, who's a psychic. Lived in Corvosa for 18 years, 17, 18 years. She's raised a daughter here. And yeah, so she was very unhappy when the city went to shit. Decided to go on an adventure to, make things not shit. Her thoughts on Queen Liliosa, pretty much the same as everybody else, really. She wasn't strong enough, basically. Do you know what I mean? She just let greed and various other things, take her over, and Queen, you got to be strong, and she's just not. So she's got to go.
Gotta go. Yep. Get out. Out with the old. In with somebody else, I guess. All right. Well, with that being said, thank you so much. Our heroes are about to embark on their adventure in just a moment. But before we do, we have one last person to thank, and that is our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the show. As you guys can see, I have a little donation window here. This is because there are plenty of ways for you guys to support the channel and help us continue to grow and do all these cool, fun things. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points. Channel points can be used for a bunch of different rewards. Hero points, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, so many cool things. And you don't have to pay a cent. You just have to watch my show, earn those channel points. If you subscribe, you earn them a little bit quicker. So, hey, consider that. Then, of course, we have our monetary donations, all of which go towards the DAG survival check for the month, which is what I need to basically break, even on my mortgage and all the bills for running the channel and all that other jazz. So, the rewards are a little bit more tangible and go a long way in terms of helping our heroes. Now, I have once again somewhat forgotten to do the hero points and stuff. I will put them up there during the course of the show tonight, so you will see me live editing stuff while we go and do stuff, because I am a schmuck and I keep forgetting this. But let's go through the rewards. First of all, for $5 we have hero points or jinx points. Hero points are red marks that you can give to players, which are basically a way for them to either reroll, stave off a killing blow, or petition me for something that isn't necessarily in the rules. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10 I will draw from the random deck of plot twists, which we have a donation here from Schooly Eye for a plot twist draw, which we've drawn from the shadows. So what we're going to now do is take that plot twist and we are going to insert it into today's game during the course of the session in order to just add a little bit of improv to it. From the shadows is going to be an interesting one, because I was hoping that we weren't going to do a combat today. But, we'll see, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Maybe something else will come from the shadows. Maybe it'll be a friend. Who knows? We then have our $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, which is a natural 20, a critical success as my players attempt to, basically just succeed at something outright. That's the important bit. So yes, there is that. Then we have our $50 donation, where we have either a boss buff, where we increase the difficulty of the challenge by a expert margin. Basically, you know, they'll get tougher, they'll get faster, they'll get more hit points. Maybe the parameters of victory will change, so, you know, now they have to do a whole bunch of different stuff. Or perhaps, you know, I might add some complications to the battle, change the arena or something, you know. Boss buffs are huge increases to the chances that the boss is going to win. Or turn a minion into a bigger boss. I mean, that could also happen. You turn a goblin into like a warlord, for example. That's also a thing. And then we have, of course, for the other $50 donation, we have a draw from the Harrow deck. Now, the Harrow deck is a deck of fortune-telling cards, each of which are blessed and imprinted by a entity or a creature. Now, each creature has a assigned statistic. So, for example, this is the Queen Mother, who is a wisdom card. So, for the $50, they get to draw a card, and if they drew this card, for example, they would get a plus 1d6 bonus on all wisdom checks for the next 3 sessions. The card also holds a prophecy, and if in that 3 sessions our heroes manage to fulfill that prophecy through their actions or abilities, they will get a blessing from the creature within the Harrow deck. This will be either a magic item, a secret fighting art, or perhaps a boon to later be claimed from the creature in the card. So yeah, that's the Harrow deck draw. Then we have our $100 secret menu item. Now, the $100 secret menu item is this. As you guys know, the players are on their way to find and to subjugate the Church of Asmodeus and remove the traitor from the midst within. For the secret menu item for today, subjugation will come in the form of a kind of like a trial, right? There's going to be a law and order court kind of situation for today. However, for the $100 secret menu item, we will have our group blessed by Asmodeus during the court proceedings and be able to take an infernal blessing forward in the game. What does this mean? It means that our heroes will get the service of a devil, should they choose to use that, devil's sight, which will allow them to see through darkness or through smoke, or the ability to resist the very fires of hell. So each person will get to choose the blessing of the devil that they would like to get. They don't have to choose the same devil. They could choose different ones. But Asmodeus will basically be stacking his cards on our players' success during this battle of rebellion. So that is our secret menu item. Cool. All right. Well, without any further ado, and preferably to buy me a wee bit of time to put down. What do you call it? To put down Hero Forge token. Sorry, the little like Hero Point token thingy things. Oh, the crossover event. Yes, sorry, that's right. This is also the last Curse of the Crimson Throne before we launch our crossover event. What is the crossover event, you ask? We are taking players from all of my different Patreon games, all of my different tables, and playing musical chairs and swapping seats, changing tables, changing characters. Some characters are going to be stronger, some characters are going to be weaker, and we're going to be telling an epic tale among these 4 or 5 tables for the duration of 2 or 3 weeks. This is going to be a very, very fun, a very awesome, and a very riveting adventure. It's going to be the biggest undertaking I've ever done on my channel, so be sure to tune in next week for the start. You don't need to watch all of my shows in order to keep up. It will give you a more full story, and I will not say that it won't, but each table will have a contained story, but then there's also going to be a big overarching tale where everyone is contributing to. So there's that as well. So there you go. More donations. What do we have? We have a $20 donation from Odd Bandicoot for a Nat 20 for Unok, just in case. I like that. And Malakara for 2 more plot twists. All right, let's do those 2 more plot twists, and then I will add Unok's. Let me just check this real quick. Unok does not have a Nat 20 already. Okay, cool. So I will add that to Unok in just a moment. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. And plot twist number 1, we have Save the Day. That's an interesting one. Save the Day. From the shadows. Save the Day. And Rebellious Youth. Rebellious Youth. Okay, I think I know where. I think I know where I'm gonna go with that one.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Unok Jr., why have you done this?
Okay. So, who would like to do the recap for this week? Don't all jump up at once. Very well. I'm going to roll randomly. I have a D8, and here's going to go. The recapper is going to be number 7, which is Rykon.
Oh, goody. I'm trying to even remember where we were last.
You were fighting Pride
Yeah.
and Jack.
I can do
So-
it if you want.
Yeah. Please.
Thank you for making the effort.
So we were fighting Pride in the body of Grendel, actually, and also Jack. And we defeated Jack, and Pride came out of Grendel. And as I need to spread this out so Dag can get that done. So Grendel did serious damage.
You don't need to drag things out. I got this. Just more
got
time
this?
is good. Yeah.
Okay. So Padraig does what Padraig does and did massive quantities of damage and took a fair bit of damage himself. Jack cast a spell to link himself and Unok, and they almost died, but Ray was able to break that spell, so we were able to take out Jack and finally kill Jack. And once we did that, Pride fled Grendel's body, and Grendel effed off back to the Feywild because Pride was not going to get killed on the mortal plane. And then once that happened, we found there were these little purple crystal thingamabobbers stuck in Jack's head, which was a little weird because they were in Grendel's head. And we sort of expected that because Grendel was, we thought, under the control of Pride masquerading as Jack. And then when Quinn went over to take a look at the purple crystal thingies in Jack's head, it turns out he was under the Dominate spell. And when Quinn pulled one out and looked a little thing on the Dominate spell was my mother's handwriting. Yeah. So it turns out Jack actually isn't a bad guy, and was being dominated by my mother. So all of that stuff about my parents being dead is BS. Yeah. So Holly's world has been rocked yet again, and Holly's not the queen. Her mom's still the queen, and her mom still wants her to come home, apparently. And she's a little salty. And also, I don't think I have a nat 20 Dag.
I'm doing my
I mean,
thing.
I'll take it. Okay. I mean, I'll take it if you want to give it to me, but I
A
don't.
little salty. Like, a little salty is
A
like taking
little.
away your favorite teddy bear or like, grounding you for a week. That's a little salty. Like sending a hitman to kill you in order for you to come home. I think that's more than just a little salty.
I mean, I haven't had a chance to react yet. Give me.
So that's like it's a whole ocean's worth of salt right there.
I have not had a chance to react in character yet.
Well,
Not talking about your mom. Your mom's level of salt is like off the
Give-
charts.
Yeah, give me a minute to react to it.
well,
I just found out.
Well, speaking of, no better time than the present as we return back to the plaza where our heroes had just managed to defeat Jack and cause Pride to leave. Burdened with the new information, the group gathers around, curious about this new revelation. but of course married to the joy of getting to see old friends once more, as Quinn and Padrick also make the scene. The scene is yours to do what you will, bearing in mind your next port of call is, of course, the Church of Asmodeus, with the sun slowly setting, and Holly's time almost up. You have some time here, plenty of time to have a chat before heading there, but I'm just saying, don't go for a long rest or don't go for a nap, because you will not have time for it before heading to the church. So, the scene is yours, so do with it as you will.
Holly's
Quinn's
gonna
probably nearly flattened as Agnes hugs her, and then Holly can do her thing in the background because Quinn's side tackled.
Holly's gonna grab the crystal and stare at it for a minute, and then kneel down at Jack and kind of feel his neck. Is there any way to save Jack? Can we save him? Can somebody save him? Dante, quick, can you save him?
I might be able to.
Please.
The real question is for Dag is if he is actually dead yet or not.
Excellent question. If you head over to him and make a medicine check, you can indeed find out.
49.
49. Remind me again how Jack died. I believe there was the slicing of throats and the like.
I believe the last was Holly doing a stibbity stab, but I don't remember where the stibbity stab happened.
No,
Like on his body.
I didn't get the killing blow on him.
I was going to say if it was Holly, probably a kneecap. But if it wasn't Holly, was it not Unak? Did Unak not spear him? I'm sure.
Yeah, it
Unak,
was
yeah.
me. I managed to chuck my spear at him one last time.
All right. He is not dead yet. However, he has critical organ damage.
I will cast Regenerate on him at 7th level.
Oh, very nice. Okay. For those of you who don't know, in my games, death blows, such as the one instrumented by Unok, injure organs. So hearts, lungs, liver, etc., etc., etc. Unlike hit points, which can be restored with cure spells and magics and the like, these organ damage parts do not regenerate from heal spells, except from abilities that will cause organs and limbs and the like to regenerate, much as the one that Dante is using now. As you cast your spell, you can already tell that the soul is already partially departing. It is weak, to say the least. Dante, you can cast this, and it will repair the body. But as to reattaching the soul, which is on that weak tether, I'm going to get you to roll me a percentage, please.
All right.
I was just about to say, could Agnes assist with that? Never mind.
52.
52. All right. You gather as much power and energy as you can. You feel it swirling through your body as you are trying your hardest to kind of hone in on that tether. As you do so, you feel the body is now ready. It's prepared. And with the last surge of your primal energy, you draw the spirit of Jack back into his body. He coughs up this, basically this good chunk of blood as he slowly begins to come to.
Holly's gonna smash the crystal. Mother, you fucking bitch! And then she's gonna hold Jack's hand. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Jack looks up, his eyes kind of still adjusting, very glazed over as he says, Am I in heaven?
No, you're on the mortal plane. What do you remember?
What do I remember? I remember I remember getting sent to the mortal plane. I was supposed to bring you back. It's all a bit hazy. Are you okay? I didn't hurt you, did I? There's just so much of my memory that's just blacked out, but I remember I said something. You were angry.
Yeah, Mother lied to both of us.
Your parents. At this point, he says, "You need to get out of here. Your parents. They want to take you back. They want to force you to be queen. They want to use the marriage to try and wrench and make you queen of the first world again. I know that's not what you wanted. I know that you wanted so much more. You need to get away from here. They know you're here, Holly."
I know. And I still have work to do here. And then I'm gonna leave again. I'm definitely not going back. But I just want to make sure that you're okay, and you need to stay away from them because they hurt you.
There's a moment that they stop and and he goes, "Oh my God, they did." And you feel him like reach up and sort of touch the place where the crystal was in his head. They did. They commanded me. They forced me to come here. Oh my God, the things Holly, I'm so sorry for the pain I've caused.
It's not your fault. It's their fault. You didn't do anything. It was just your body. It was my mother that did it.
He sort of tries to sit up. Dante, you know that that's a bad idea.
Yeah, he'll stop him. It would be a good idea not to move, at least yet.
He continues to sit back down. I thank you for your understanding, but I can't excuse what has happened. Listen, the Temple of Asmodeus, they're listening to someone, a sort of pariah. He was forced out of the city many, many years ago, and he's returned. He is the one who also has been leading the Hell Knights. He's been guiding their actions. He says he knows one of you.
Hell Knights?
Yes. An arbiter.
Emerald One Age
One
One
of us
Hell
do we
Knight.
know?
Alexander?
Emerson Alexander, yes. Perhaps they're unaware that he died.
Patrick hears this. Wait a minute, Alexander died? I mean, I was going to ask where he was. I hadn't heard that. What happened?
He got ripped to shreds by a dragon.
Yeah, at that point, Rose looking at Unok and is just like, yeah, you couldn't get to him fast enough. That Dracolisk was a beast. It almost took all of us down.
At this point, I think Patrick will also probably clue in that he has no idea who Unok is. And just kind of look over at him. Say, you're new. And I guess you saw him fall. I appreciate you keeping our friends safe. I'm assuming that's why you came along.
To be fair, I came along at the prospect of fighting an all-powerful dragon.
Motivation is not the same as results. And that may be why you tell yourself you're here, but you've been keeping them safe. So I thank you for that.
Yes, well, I consider them friends.
Good people.
We think you're a
I'm
friend
sorry to
too.
hear about Alexander. And noticing Ro, is Ro still gigantic?
No, she would have transformed. She would have transformed back. It's not an indefinite thing. She would have definitely transformed back.
Okay. Oh, hey, you're here too. I would have thought that you
Hello.
had come back on your own, not necessarily traveling with a band of revolutionary fighters.
At that point, you just see her very slowly, like just her eyes, not her head, just her eyes kind of move to the side to find Quinn and then stare back at you. Well, that was the plan until somebody took my horse. And she's like, between words, her beak is like clicking very agitatedly as she says it. But she's trying to hold in any negative feelings because she's just trying to read the space as best as she can.
I thought you looked familiar. Your horse has been well cared for, and I appreciate the loan of him. Did you get the gold that I left?
Uh, yeah, I think we got the gold. I don't really use gold very often, so I think Agnes or Polly, somebody has it. It's okay, but thank you for letting me know that he's taken care of. My buddy,
I was so
my little.
I was so worried that Quinn was about to go. It's like, yeah, no, we're really sorry. We just got hungry on the way in, and meat's meat.
I would
Sometimes
have
you just got a
cried.
hankering for a horse.
Bo would be so devastated at her boy being eaten.
But no, the horse is taken care of. Quinn will mention that the horse is currently with Vencalo at the Sword Academy. You know that the Sword Academy was one of the places that was attacked by the devils when they got around. But Quinn and Patrick, both of you know that Vencalo is a slippery devil. And even if the academy was to fall, for example, he would have protected both himself and the horse as well. So there's still some concern as to the well-being of the horse, but as far as you are aware, without knowing Vencalo personally, he is in relatively good hands.
Oh, and also, we managed to get to the big evil scary keep in the Orc lands, which is where we actually met Unak. And well, we got this. And she pulls out Cerithril, and I'm assuming it's scabbarded, like, or is it just a raw? It didn't have a scabbard, did it? It was
No,
just
it had
a raw blade.
it had the cloth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it was a bit scruffy looking, wasn't it? I don't know if we polished it up or anything, to be honest with you. I should really probably give it a wee polish, but apparently. And she looks around to make sure nobody's looking, and then kind of puts it back away again quickly. Anyway, this is supposedly what can, you know, get the dragon out of Eliosa.
Ooh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Apparently, we just kind of have to smack the crown with it or something, like, because the crown's made of his teeth or bones or something, and if the sword breaks a piece of him, I think that was how it worked.
Okay.
But it's also a pretty nifty sword. I mean, I haven't used it, but apparently it can be used by anybody. And yes.
That's fantastic work. I've missed you, and I'm gonna hug her.
Aww.
Oh, I've missed you so much as well. Oh, and I got my little date with Dan, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, I definitely want to hear all about it. And I'm gonna turn and look at Ray and give him a big smile and clap him on the shoulder. You did good. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I give you your sword back now?
Yes, please. I would be grateful.
As you draw forth the blade that is sheathed in lightning, as soon as it touches Quinn's hand, there's almost a happy peal of thunder that cracks across the sky. The unity once more of the magic item, the magic sword, and Quinn shakes the city for but a moment.
Lord.
Aw, looking at Aya's face. Ah, that's so cute. Just so happy. Okay, yes. Anyway, serious face.
Dante, can Jack be carried somewhere? Is it safe for him to move? He shouldn't be out like this.
Jack begins to correct himself as he sort of sits up, and he goes, I'll be fine. It's
No, you
it's-
need to go. You need to go to my friends, and Penny can carry you.
He looks over at the large husky that is that's been hiding kind of like off into one of the nearby alleyways and the like.
She's gonna run her face.
Yep. He'll go very well. But
Penny? Go ahead.
Oh no, go on.
Okay, she's gonna give Penny directions. So, Penny, take him to our friends in the underground.
Penny barks, and Jack will stand with an arm leaning on Penny. Before you leave, he hands you something. It is a gold coin. This is a very precious item. The gold coin is a leprechaun's piece of gold. It will allow you to undo one mistake permanently. It is a reality shifting ability. Basically, whatever the last thing you did, whatever the last thing you said, whatever the last thing that happened is simply undone. It is not a time travel thing. It is a pure reality rewrite. It doesn't go back in time to fix past problems. It only deals with current ones. It's basically Silvery Bob's as an item, yeah. In a nutshell.
Eat.
I was thinking Omega 13.
Oh, yeah.
Holly's gonna give Jack a kiss on the cheek and then send them on their way.
He blushes, and then they will leave. Okay.
Quinn, I'm sorry. I had to take care of that. It was a bad situation, but I missed you. And she's gonna hug Quinn.
I missed you too. It's so good to see you. And I'll hug her back. It's good to be with all of you again. And with the new larger group. And I'll nod at Ro and Unok. And of course Ray is already known to me.
All right.
And then she's gonna run over and hug Patrick.
Edric will stiffen a little, but take the hug.
The
I'm
bell.
not the only one
The
that
bell.
size anymore.
The bell
Patrick.
tolls as the sun begins its descent into the from the sky.
Oh, we have to go to the Temple of Asmodeus because I'm kind of in trouble again, guys.
Yeah, you still
Just
serving the
still.
devil, or
I don't worship Asmodeus anymore. But
Okay.
the Red Mantis God is gonna eat my soul unless I bring him proof that Khazavron is controlling the Queen, and the Temple of Asmodeus has that. And also, Asmodeus is gonna also eat my soul unless I bring him proof of the traitor in the Temple of Asmodeus.
You know, it's incredible. Holly's been on this plane for what, 6 months now at the most? I've lived on this plane for 46 years and have not got into nearly as much trouble with gods and devils and weird entities as you have managed to in 6 months.
I
It's
mean,
incredible. I'm just saying.
I mean, Yeah,
We're kind
I
of
think
used
that's
to
a
being
Faye
able to
thing,
do that.
Agnes.
Ah, right. This is just to attract
Um,
trouble.
does Patrick, given why he originally left the party and what he had been doing in his adventures here, have anything to assist in this providing evidence to Asmodeus about traitors in the Red Mantis?
No. And the traitor is an Asmodean traitor. Someone who is.
Oh, Asmodean traitor. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a traitor in the Asmodean temple because they're no longer impartial. They're now fully sided with the queen. And what you need to prove is that the queen is being. That the Red Mantis has been manipulated by the Temple of Asmodeus to work for the queen, who is not a rightful ruler to Corvosa. That she had been the one to orchestrate the removal of the rightful heir.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah. So we need evidence
Yeah.
either that
Yeah.
she off the king, or that she's under the control of the dragon, or that the Red Mantis are being, used.
Yeah, which
Kind of thing. Any of those will.
which you know the Asmodean, the traitor in the Asmodean temple, has that information. So you have been led
And
to
I
believe.
know that
Squeeze it from him. So that's
Patrick
where we're
had
off
been
to.
working. And Patrick had been working to uncover that the Red Mantis was being manipulated. So
Yeah.
just trying to see if he's got anything that will help in this quest for knowledge that he has.
More or less the same. The Temple of Asmodeus is at its heart. You are the confirmation that should you go and find this individual who is responsible, you will have the evidence you seek. All right. Our heroes make their way towards the Temple of Asmodeus. There's a certain tension as you get closer to the.
Oh yeah, everyone's super wounded. We need to heal people.
Yeah.
Anyone-
While we're going there,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use 9th level regenerate on Unok to get him 200 health back within the 1 minute,
Okay, not a problem.
and then just heal legendary on everyone else.
All right. Roll however much that would be, and then I'll get everyone to individually increase their, remove the wounds accordingly. Now, remembering you aren't doing a long or a short rest, you do not have time, so you are just heading in as is.
Yep, that is why I'm only gonna. That's why I'm doing it as a group thing.
Okay.
Ray is going to say, "Skip me. I can get myself far enough up." And then
Yeah. Plus, Agnes has still got plenty of soothe spells if we get into trouble in combat again. So
Yeah, it's just more along the lines of people who are really bad
yeah.
off.
I might down a
like,
healing
Unak.
potion on the way.
I forgot Unak's like limping along.
Yeah,
coughing up
yeah.
blood and
Unak was
everything.
basically using his spear as a crutch at that point.
He's like, I'm fine. Just keep walking. It's just a scratch.
You guys
I'll
just
take
see
the
like
healing.
you just see the huge
Yeah.
like chunks of metal ripped out of his armor and just his green skin just bleeding profusely. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, it's just a flesh wound."
Patrick would be getting 80 health back, and the wounded would be removed, as well as your bleed and sickened.
All right.
So the other thing, just for stuff, is that Ray, well, this was all going on, both did a lay on hands on himself and then spent the time refocusing to
You will not have time to
Yes.
refocus.
10 minutes.
Nope. Because again, as I mentioned, it is
We got it.
it is sundown.
Well, no, sorry, I was retconning this one as the point is that he would have actually been doing this while they were talking to Jack.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't want to interrupt the Jack stuff.
No. Of course. No, I understand.
Does everybody get that healing, Dante, or was that just to
It is to no, the regenerate was to Unok, so he would regain the 200, so he's in green, and then everyone else who is actually wanting it can get the 80 healing.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Because
I'll
Lord
take
Medic
that,
lets
and
me,
I'll also take a. I've got a lesser healing potion, so I'll just down one of those as well. That's another 14.
Okay. So, you begin to make your way towards the temple. As you begin to head forward, a somber air begins to rise. The Asmodean Temple is a large and imposing cathedral. Its doors decorated with signs of twisted agony and depictions of hell. The gardens with black and red plants blooming and flowering. Among the sunsets, the oranges almost look like the gardens are ablaze. The doors thrust open, and as they do, you enter. The temple. Now, unlike the previous time you have been
The
here,
temple, yet it's called the Gates of Hell.
Gates of Hell.
You enter the Gates of Hell, the
calm-
temple,
calm-
dubbed over the top.
calm down.
Don't mind
Actually,
the,
as
don't mind the
I
name on the
was
door.
as I was about to mention, the one thing that looks substantially different, Holly, to the last time that you were here, is in fact the fact that the old gate that used to be kind of just this stone circle with various diabolic writings and inscriptions upon it seems to be ablaze and lit with a variety of cultists that are gathered around it as they watch the raging inferno illuminate the chambers. I want you to imagine these pews are kind of almost filled with people and the like. And one individual seems to be at the altar already. This individual. I can't ever remember his name, but you know who he is. He is the
He's Smarmy McSlimey Pants.
Samami McSlimey Pants. He's kind of helped you a few times. He's the he is the Temple of Asmodea's kind of a go-to gopher. He kind of goes around and does a bunch of stuff for the temple goers and the like. All right, there we go.
Isn't he the head priest?
No.
Oh, I thought he was the head priest.
No. He's the guy who does all the like diplomacy and stuff. He's not the actual head priest or the like. Here, however, he is just sort of conducting the ritual, and as he sees you come in, he looks in your direction and says, "My darlings, welcome to the halls of the misbegotten. Bask now in the lights of his lordship's glory, that you may be cleansed of all the impurities of your heart." He winks in your direction.
Hi, do you have a few minutes for us? We need to have a chat.
After the service, you should know this, of course. Your loyal devotion shall be rewarded greatly. Please take a seat.
Is there someone else we can talk to? We're kind of in a rush.
Okay, straight up. Are you sure? Are
No,
you
we'll
sure
let-
you want to take from this entire scene that I have built that to be your choice reaction amongst what is currently happening, Malakisa?
No, we'll wait. We'll wait. Let's take a seat, shall we?
Holly, or Quinn will grab Holly's arm and pull her into one of the pews and say, "No, this is going to help me out." And I'm going to fish the imp out of the pocket. And I'm like, "There, you did
son
your
of a bitch!
job. I'm attending his service."
Yes! Fuck yeah! So this imp comes out of your pocket and he's like, I knew it would happen. I knew it. I am a good devil. I mean, a bad devil. I mean, can you have a good devil? Is that what happens? No, anyways, I've done my
You're a
job.
perfect devil. How about that?
Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's been so long.
So,
For those of you who don't know, Quinn was trying to a imp was trying to corrupt Quinn and make her go to a temple of Asmodeus and become a worshiper of Asmodeus for like the longest time.
And now his
is that yeah,
and now
wishes
his
come
wishes
true?
partially
Yeah.
wishes partially come true.
Partially come
Is
true.
the big fiery portal in the picture also actually in the temple as well?
Yes.
Okay. So Agnes will be like, she'll gesture towards it and go, "Oh, I like what you've done with the place. It's very it's a bold statement, one should say."
Bold indeed. Needless to say, it has been a long time coming. Our Lord is prepared. The way is set. He has been commanding us through his actions, and now he gives us guidance as we step into a new age.
It's definitely fancier.
And what actions would those be? And I mean, is he speaking to you personally? I mean, that would be a great honor if that was so.
No, darling, he is not speaking to me directly. He speaks through all of his faithful. And as you say that, as he says that, you can kind of see there's like just this vibration almost that goes and travels through the people who are sitting in the pews. They seem to react almost instantaneously, writhing and wriggling all at once as they sort of start to go into fits.
Seems perfectly normal.
As this happens, the priest turns around and begins to chant once more.
Did we know the name of the guy we're coming to see? Was it like, is he a secret? Or is he? Like...
No, he's not a secret in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, so I can't remember the name of the wizard that we're supposed to be. He's the traitor, yes? Is the traitor this?
Oh, you don't know who the
secret?
traitor is. You haven't identified who it happens to be.
No, we know the traitor is a Hell Knight that was gone for a while and came back because of Jack's information. But we came to see this dude.
Yes, because this guy is this guy is your ally. So you believe.
His name is Zenistar, by the way.
Ah, thank you, Zenistar. Now, as soon as he's like I said, he is chanting, he is conducting his ritual, and you start to hear footsteps emerging from the portal.
That seems somewhat ominous.
Quinn's
Yeah.
weight shifts to the front, her weight to the front so that she's
I mean,
ready to stand if she needs to.
giant devil portals aren't really my forte, to be honest.
Yeah, not really mine either.
I'm not sure what you do in this kind of a situation.
I don't know. Patrick, make sure the gun is loaded.
I don't think we want to interrupt this. Just in my limited experience.
I'm not
Sometimes
saying that we
No,
should.
we're
sometimes
just gonna
I
be
mean, it
ready.
depends what's coming through. I mean, if a demon army's about to pour through, then I think stopping it's probably a grand idea. If it's just his boss coming for a daily visit, then fair dues.
Well, you find out as stepping out from the portal is this individual. As soon as I get it here. Also, by the way, a very big thank you to Forge of Lore for the raid and dropping by. Good to see you, my excellent friend. I hope you're doing well. Okay. There we go.
I don't like that.
It's never like just a Hell Knight or just a monster. It's, here's a knight, but, it's like Guillermo del Toro, who never puts eyeballs in the right place. Dive monsters are like, here's this thing, but,
But
it's
slightly
a
more
crab
fucked.
claw.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
this
it.
is this is like a Venom head Hell Knight right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
Come on, guys, look at him. He's very popular with the others come Friday night.
yeah, that's it. Right. Exactly. He's just doing his job. As he steps
He gets all the ladies.
As he steps out of the gate, he says, "Look upon me in despair, for I am the mouth of Asmodeus. His word is unto my own." And you hear that all the people here start to like bow down and they start to quiver. Some people pass out. You can see your friend is kind of like just being very, very like he's prostrating himself accordingly. And the Hierophant enters from the back of the church. He thrusts open the door. "What in hell's name is going on?" A large man, tall and very, very, very well endowed with robes covered in jewels and gemstones, a tall pope hat. "This ritual. This is not to be done. This ritual is at the annex. Who dares?" At this point, you see your friend sort of smile very, very surreptitiously. "I will not stand for this. Not for a single moment. The queen will hear of this. The temple will not abide by this. Your treachery will be undone." And in that moment, the knight that stands before you raises a hand, and you watch as a swarm of these demonic heads just start running out and flying like bats towards the Pope, who swats them away and starts screaming as they start biting into his flesh. As they do, they lift him off the ground. He is then like twisted and roiling before getting sucked into the flaming pit. You hear him scream as his back is pressed up against it, his flesh incinerated, leaving nothing but a skeleton behind. You even see the almost ethereal soul trying to reach out and pull himself away from the gate before being sucked and dragged back in by a number of these ghostly hands. As the knight looks back to make sure he's all gone, he turns to face the congregation once more. He says something, "Kraxus na Asmodeus!" And everyone immediately at the same time says the exact same thing. All right.
Do I have any idea what they just said?
Praise be to the deep father, Osmodius.
And this doesn't really seem like, I don't know, usual for Osmodian services. Not that I'm particularly well versed in them, but having someone come out of hell and the high priest.
No, that's
Who
not
is
very
that-
typical. No.
Please rephrase
Yeah.
that.
Sorry, Cole. Cole, the high priest to his death.
So, as he turns, your friend says, "Your Grace, I have some individuals who wish to speak to you. They have matters that weigh heavily upon us, your servants, within the Church of Corvosa. I implore you to hear them out, to grant them what they seek." You ask a lot for someone who I owe nothing to. The high priest has been turned into flensed flesh. What's to say I don't do the same to you, little servant? Because, with all respect, your grace, and you watch as he pulls back his glove, and what you actually see is nothing but a skeleton dripping with blood and viscera. Because your flesh is unto mine. The ritual has been cast, and I am the one who has the key. He snarls from the sides of his jaw. He says, "Then I claim this is one of your commandments. Be wise, for you only have 10. He says, "It will be, yes." He looks at all of you, and he says, "You better know what you're doing, darling. The cost is quite high on this favor." The creature turns to face you. "So, what can Osmodius do for you?" Wait, I feel like I'm not looking at anyone. "Congregation, rise!" And you watch as everyone stands up. "Now, fuck off!" And you watch as they all run the fuck away. Having seen their Hierophant just... presumably the only people left in pews are the lot of you. Ah.
Yeah.
You're the ones who aren't part of the congregation.
Indeed.
So, I repeat my question. What is it that Asmodeus can do for you?
Help us unseat the unrightful ruler of this city and stop your church being subverted by a traitor.
You think that there is a traitor amongst our number? Someone
I
in
know
our...
it.
You know it, do you?
Yeah, actually, it was one of Asmodeus's demons, devils, someone that asked us to find the traitor.
And you think you have the answers? Very well. Point them out, and I will see their head cleaved from their body.
Well, is there anyone new-ish to the church that was gone for a while and recently came back?
You take a moment to think about that, Holly.
Okay.
Besides you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You then take a moment to realize that, oh wait, not only did I break a contract summoning all 7 devils to this place, who then allied with Queen Iliosa, I then also got summoned by Akchek and abandoned my calling as a cleric of Asmodeus.
Is there somebody highly ranked in the church currently?
I think I think Holly needs to listen to the words I'm saying.
Yeah.
Holly, at this moment you realize you're the traitor to Asmodeus. Because you're new to the church. You're the one who has abandoned your calling. You're the one who has broken contracts. In that moment that you have now pointed this out, you realize 3 things. Firstly, you're in danger. Secondly, Akachek has played you. He does believe when you said that the queen is not righteously supposed to be here. That is probably true. However, it is also true to be said that those who usurp or who take the power of the gods is equally frowned upon by Akachek, just as much as an illegitimate queen. You have now found the traitor. You now know this to be true. Your next quest from Akachek is to now prove the queen is illegitimate. As for what you do about, obviously the Asmodean situation, that's a different thing. But you are now halfway through being protected from Akachek, and all the way screwed from this guy should he discover, mind you he does not know, should he discover that Holly is the traitor. I will give an insight check in the form of a wisdom check to actually everyone, because everyone knows the story about this, to have pieced together that Holly is the traitor, because all of you have different pieces of information that will lead you to this conclusion. Your target number here is a... Don't worry, it's not a 35. It is a... It is a 20... A 20. It is a 20.
Wow, we got some nat 20s going on this one.
Wow, holy shit. Yeah, the nat 20 will, of course, succeed because it is one step higher. Ray, you're straight away onto it very, very quickly, as is Padrig, Agnes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what gave me a -1 to my wisdom, but...
Good question. Maybe you're sickened or afraid still?
He is definitely
okay,
still
that's probably
second and wounded 1 and bleeding.
Yeah, I need the synesthesia
Yeah, I think
taken
those
off
were
me as
supposed to
well.
have gotten...
Yeah, that's okay.
I
Either
think
way.
those should
Yeah,
have been
that's okay.
removed.
Yeah, no, I've just
Yeah,
removed
so
them. That's okay.
Clumsy 3
Okay.
and the weak to cold iron should be gone now.
Yep, done.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, I've got a straight nothing to my wisdom, so that's nat 20 is just a 20.
Yeah, no, all good. So, pretty much, I think everyone except for Unok and Alizaro have picked... Oh, and Quinn. Unok, Alizaro, and Quinn have not picked up on that particular nugget, but the rest of you have. Now, you haven't said anything. You haven't given away anything. There's no signals. There's no, tells as you all look at Holly. This guy has just asked a simple question for you to point out who this traitor might be. And Holly's response has been, well, someone who's, brand new, someone who's likely, and as Holly has said this, Holly's sort of realizing, oh, wait, I'm talking about myself. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. And you're in the midst of this conversation. Now, he's just waiting for you to finish your thought so that he can continue, he can do something,
Yeah, we don't actually know who the traitor is, which is the problem. So that's one thing. The other thing is that we need proof that Kazavron is the one controlling the queen.
What's a Kazavron?
The dragon. Because the queen took an arrow to the head and just pulled it out. She's not human. So the dragon Kazavron is the one controlling the queen.
Interesting. So you're saying that in a marriage of state and church, such as the one observed by Osmodius's temple, and of course the governing bodies of Cheliax, and by its extension Corvosa, is in fact not in service to the governing bodies of the House of Thrune, but instead to this dragon?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Interesting. That would be a most unfortunate breach of contract. Something we cannot abide by.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I shall entertain your inquiry, so long as it amuses me. But if I find that you are wasting my time, for my precious time here in the mortal realm, then I will take something from you. Something so precious you will have no choice but to return with me to hell to retrieve it. Am I clear?
No, I promise you the Dragon Khazavron is controlling the queen.
Then you should have no trouble proving it. And you watch as he slams his sword down, and immediately, basically you can see like this jury of like ghosts begin to appear in like this like sort of like side area. You can see that this judge is like this skeleton with these glowing eyes and spikes through his skull, is now sitting on this huge like sort of pedestal. As this particular thing happens, they are going to enter into a court situation. Now, you do have information and you do have evidence. There is powers that exist here in the court that allow you to tap into your memories and your thoughts, as well as to scry or use clairvoyance in certain places. The places you do need to be aware of. So, for example, if you wanted to sort of get a vision of the castle, you can't really get a vision of the castle. But if you want to bring back your memory of you receiving your medals and the queen getting shot in the head, that you can do, if that makes sense. So you have that at your disposal. You have obviously people who can be who are dead, who can be brought back to testify in very particular ways. So if you have anyone in mind for this, of course, your friend, the other Asmodean cleric, he is your counsel, and he will help guide you through how to present it to the court. So you guys are good. You guys just need to figure out how you're going to prove the queen is in fact being controlled by Khazavron. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes here just to converse among yourself, and I'd love to invite you to use the Discord to collect your evidence and to collect your ideas. I will also be providing intelligence checks and wisdom checks to recall memories, because obviously we've been playing this game for like a fucking year now, so I don't expect everyone to remember everything, but I do have a list of, here's all the evidence you need, because I cheat. I know all that stuff, so, you know. By the way, if it's any consolation, all of this stuff is actually not in the adventure module. All of this stuff I made custom for you guys. So, you know, there's that as well.
Hooray.
All right. Also, by the way, talk vocally because we have an audience, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I more meant use Discord to, like, keep track of everything as you bring it up.
Okay.
I'll just quick BRB, 2 seconds.
Yep. No worries, Laura.
Okay.
I mean, we have of course the memory of the queen being shot in the head. We have all our experiences going to the Cinderlands. Also, didn't the people who created the whole plague tell us the queen was behind it?
Did we?
I'm asking if we remember that, if anyone remembers that, because
wasn't
again,
the plague. I mean, I wasn't there.
Sorry, one more time.
Character-wise, Ray. Sorry.
So we talked to the Red Mantis assassins who've been working on creating the plague.
Yep.
And also that Nosferatu guy as well. And didn't they tell us the queen was behind it?
Yes, they did. They were the ones who. Yes and no. So they weren't ever really directly associated with it, but Devalius, the plague doctor guy, he was the queen's physician, so he was working directly.
Right. So we have that memory. Did we kill him, or is he still alive? I don't remember.
He's alive. He was escorted out of the city as a final favor.
Yeah, he was. But can we summon memories of us talking to him?
Yes.
So
Definitely
summon
want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And also the fight with the priestess of Ugatoa.
Yep, the Urgathoan, the daughter of Urgathoa. Yep.
Right. So that, and I don't know if we can summon
You can summon
that
her.
daughter of Ugatho.
Yeah, you can summon
Okay.
her. Yeah, you can
So,
summon her. Like I said, you can summon the dead, so that's easy done with his power.
all right. So we got the daughter of Ugathoa. We've got the memories of the plague doctor, and
The memories of the shot in the head.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Would there be anything with oh god, anybody I cannot pronounce this guy's name for my life. Trophacia, the fake leader, the fake rebel guy that we fought a while back.
Oh, the
where
genie?
Unot got the crap first. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still alive and around the place, but I don't think you learned anything from your memories about the crown or Kazavron or anything like that.
What about
Is the Seneschal? Is the Seneschal dead?
Neolandis? No, he's quite alive.
Yeah. Okay.
You could
Did we have a
potentially.
discuss-
You do know where he is. He's with Venkala, so you could send word and see if you can get him here in time, if you wish to have him attest to it.
what about our conversations with Bahor?
Bahor was.
Rakasha.
Oh, the Rakshasha? Nothing that led to Kazavron, but definitely that the
Okay.
queen had killed off a bunch of the nobles, leaving only those loyal to her alive so that she could take power.
Okay, so kind of supporting evidence, but that's also pretty common in seizing power,
Yeah.
not necessarily
that's
being
not-
controlled by an evil dragon.
What about Sabina Marin? How did we convince her that Kazavron was controlling the queen?
She knew that his behavior had been very erratic and very that she basically seemed to be not her usual self. It is definitely a very, very good piece of evidence to show that she was not behaving. Even if say the queen was truly the heir or to the throne, Sabina would be a good point to say that she is not acting as herself. Like there have been changes since this point, and that those changes are quite drastic.
Okay, so Sabina Marin. She died, right?
No, she's alive. She's with the rebels.
Okay, so let's summon Sabina.
Didn't the Order of the Gate have some information, which is why Alexander was on his way to Corvosa?
Correct. Yes.
He was it was an unofficial mission, it was off the books because they didn't want him to go back, but they knew something about it and he knew something about it, but
That is correct. You could technically summon the spirit of Alexander to see what he knows.
yeah, Una could bring up the idea of bringing up Alexander to them because he didn't know him at all, but yeah.
I'm trying to remember what information we got from Mother Malthrone, which was
And
the
also
hag.
the Shawanti, their wise person, they had dreams and things of
The shaman.
of Casafron, the shaman. Yes, they had premonitions and whatnot of Casafron stirring again as well. Also, I have this spell that would allow me to share various memories quite quickly with this devil. So I could, if I could conjure up, the conversations or the instances, from my memories, I can share it with them. Above the table, it's a spell called Mind Link, where I can impart 10 minutes of information in the length of time it takes to cast the spell mind to mind. So I could just flash him various images of, things that Agnes has seen of other people doing things as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you know what I mean, so rather than summoning Alexander from the grave or whatever, Agnes could show him memories, and he would know that. I'm assuming he would know that they're real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What about Mandravis?
Yeah, because Ro in Scarwall, there was the whole spirit of Mandravis, and Ro would have heard what Mandravis said about the sword getting to the sword and all the stuff with Kazavron from his perspective. Ro would have memories of that because she was there for that.
It's true.
Unok was also at that point.
Okay. Well, we can touch on that when we if we bring that up, and you can like explore it when we bring them up. So the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to make a request to gather some people. Quinn, the imp in your pocket will absolutely fulfill that errand. So the people who are alive and in town, the imp is going to go and get word to them to tell them to come to the Temple of Asmodeus. So that is happening. In the meantime, you need to bring forth your first witness, your first memory, your first piece of evidence. So, where do we begin?
I give you my memory of the queen getting shot with the arrow in the head.
Okay. As you step forward to present your memory, you watch as the knight reaches his hand forward. His hand opens up, and you can see that there is rows of teeth that then reveal almost like these multitude of eyeballs within the dark, gaping maw of his hand. There's this vacuuming sound as energy begins to leave your mind. And as he pulls it out of you, you watch as his helmet literally grows eyeballs all over it. It's not like there are eyeballs in the helmet. The helmet literally grows them. And then it begins to project lights in all directions as you are now standing in that throne room. You see a picture of the queen giving each of you medals, providing you, recognition for your services, for having protected the city against the plague that had gripped it and plunged the neighbors of Corvosa into terror. As she's presenting this, a drunk guard shows up. You guys remember this individual who holds up the crossbow and fires it directly into her skull. While she goes down partially, a moment later, she is up and has her arm wrapped around his throat. She pulls the bolt out from her skull and stabs him in the heart. His eyes go dark, dim, in front of her as she drops him to the ground. All right, the image has been shown. All right, and what does this prove?
She's not human. No human could have done that. She's being controlled by the dragon.
Are you certain that no human could have done that?
I am certain no human could do
that. You hear the sound of a gavel being hit. If the council can present a human capable of surviving such a wound, then of course this evidence will be considered immaterial. The knight will... The knight will make a roll. Let's see how they go. Did I not... Where are you? No. I thought I put you aside. Sorry, 1 second. There you go. Alright, here we go. Society. Oh, this is not going to be... Oh, my lord. Alright. He said, human is but a simple term. There are many types of human. Is a lich who borns themselves of human flesh not human? After all, the undead come from all manner of beast. To say that she is not a vampire, or simply a witch, there are a number of ways she may have survived. And a crossbow bolt of all things struck to the head. I'm certain that, while painful, having survived it does not prove that one has been controlled by a dragon. With a natural 20, you will need a natural 20 on your diplomacy or to counter his argument.
Okay.
And anyone can do this, by the way, not just Holly. And the only reason I say it's a natural 20 is because I doubt anyone can hit a 52 on their diplomacy check.
No.
Yeah. All right. No.
The opposite of a natural 20.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least none of you fumbled, I was about to say. All right. Dante got the nat 20.
And there's the nat 20.
All right. With the nat 20, I will say, unfortunately, with the nat 1 on top of it all, the evidence is this. There are a number of ways that humans can be injured in this way and survive. That has been made clear. The most important thing, which Dante, you kind of realize as well, is you're right. No matter what, this doesn't prove anything to do with Kazavron. Only that she may have magical powers, which could have been sourced from anywhere. But it does prove, and this is the bit that you get your natural 20 from, it does prove that she is not without some measure of power. Because it's not about whether or not a human can survive this. A human needs to be in possession of some power of whatever nature, whether be it them being a lich, them having powers given by a god or a deity, whatever it is, power must be in exchange for a human to survive this particular kind of wound. Of which, yes, the judge will accept this as evidence to prove that point, but you still need to prove that Kazavron is the source of that power. So he bang 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 admits the evidence into your evidence bit. Right, at this point, boom, from the shadows. As our heroes are conducting their I don't even know what to call this, the thing that they're doing. The door swings open once more. And emerging is a familiar character. It is... Sorry, 1 second. Oh, my word. I did not save it. Hold on 1 sec. Come on, Dag. You got to be more organized than this, but you're not.
We like your organization level.
Yeah, that's fair. It gives you guys time to think about what you want to say and what you want to do, It's all intentional, mind you, It's definitely not complete BS while I continually fumble around. I play with Hero Forge way too much.
Unless this person coming in is going to throw a side loop into everything, Agnes will, on her turn or whatever, what she wants to do is do the mind link thing if he'll allow it. It's not harmful in any way, it just imparts information of the relevant bits from their time with the Shuan-Ti. While not giving away their secret knowledge, but just the premonitions that the shaman had of Casabron stirring again in the darkness and everything like that is kind of her bit of proof.
Okay. Very well. You begin to share...
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Because you can impart 10 minutes of information, you know what I mean? So she'll just give, flashes of the memories just as they happened.
All right, the memories flash, and And sure enough, you will begin to share the history of Kazavron, his battle with the Shawanti, his vendetta against the people of Korvosa. Yeah, there's a lot of there is indeed a lot of information that is passed over. Aha, there it is. Okay. As this information is provided, I will say that this is more of a so that the court knows who Kazavron is, than any kind of proof of their influence and the like, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Did the shaman not have like a vision though that Casablanca was becoming a danger again?
No.
And that's why they were willing to help. I thought they had like a...
No, it's because they know that, and this is part of the information, they knew that Kazavron's parts were separated and ripped into pieces. One of those pieces was like hidden where Korvosa was before it was built. And then when Korvosa was built and he heard that, this stuff is happening, he has also made the assumption like, this sounds like this. And we're going to help you because we know what happened last time. We had to actually fight this beast, Okay. Entering into the temple. Ba-ba! Boy enters. As he does so, he says, Mr. Unok, I heard that you were captured by the Temple of Asmodeus. There was this tiny little demon. It went around and it was summoning people here.
Captured's a bit of a strong word.
It says you were being captured and tortured.
No, we're more on trial, but why are you here?
Oh, well, as soon as I heard what was happening and that, Kazavron was supposed to be, put on trial or something, I was very confused. I decided that I was going to come here for the final battle. And he looks at the arbiter, the guy with the big teeth, and he goes, doesn't look like any dragon that I've ever seen, but I still look forward to spilling his blood all over this temple.
No.
No? What do you mean, no,
Not
sir?
a dragon.
He's not a dragon?
No.
Are you sure? He might be.
I'm sure.
The demon turns around and goes, I am definitely not a dragon. And
I know. I was upset too. Don't worry.
He says, but Mr. Unok, sir, I've been killing imps, pretty much like you've said, hundreds of them, thousands of them. Pardon?
I said pseudo dragons, not imps.
Oh, I thought you said once I killed all the pseudo dragons, I should kill the imps.
Wait, you killed all the pseudo dragons?
Well, all the ones I found. I can't find any more.
That's my boy!
However, he has also killed a bunch of imps. Which he did because of his own rebellious youth.
That's my boy. He just rubs his temples through his helmet.
And he turns around and he says, yeah, look. And he pulls out what is a bundle of like severed imp wings that have been fried into basically chicken wings.
Oh no.
Mr. Unok, sir, these actually taste really good. I didn't realize I've got a taste for these things.
Unok's just got his arms crossed, a hand like right on, like where his eyes would be on his helmet. Just, this is not gonna go good for us.
The knight kind of looks at this kid. There's just this stillness in the air. He's not looking at anyone else. He's just looking at this kid who's not only barged in, interrupted the proceedings, mouthed off to one of the people here on trial and not even addressed the court or the judge, and then presented a bunch of severed devil parts that have been fried in a macabre way of consumption You watch as he raises a hand. And as he does, you watch as the boy begins to float into the air. You hear the sound of bat wings as this time he is being pulled towards the gate, much like the Hierophant as well.
Is he within reach? Can I just grab his pants or something?
He is in the middle of the room, so I mean, like, if you look at the, I did share the room with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
I don't know if I'm on the end of the pew near him or.
Yeah.
know
So so basically the middle of the area, which is kind of like here-ish, is where the knight is and the judge. The jury are pretty much lined up entirely on the edges, you know, just like kind of here and here. So these are just where the ghostly visages of the people judging. Now you guys are in the front row here, just kind of like on the various sides. And yeah, he is basically being dragged straight down the middle, which is there. As for if you can go and grab him,
Can I?
you can. Yeah. If multiple people want to try to, they're more than welcome to.
Can I get him with the Peter Parkour rope?
Oh, that's right, Peter
Yeah.
Parkour.
Thwack! Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Quinn, if you want to try and grab him as well, you can. If anyone else wants to, you can. More people will definitely help your situation.
Unok will
Is he within-
absolutely grab his trainee.
Okay.
Is he within 15 feet of Ray?
Let's see. Is he within 50 feet? Yes.
And would he be considered restrained? Okay, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can. You do have arms, little arms, though they may be. You can still.
I like. He's too. I'm assuming he's too high up to grab.
No, you can grab him.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Agnes is going to float over because you fly. And she's going to hug boy, right? And then she's going to activate her removable rod.
Okay.
So he can't
Nice.
hopefully be pulled. Hopefully, I don't know.
All right.
We'll just like a big hug. And
Well, between the Peter Parker rope and Quinn and Unok grabbing hold of his legs, Agnes, you managed to get there in time in order to activate the immovable rod. As this happens, Agnes, you can feel his body is moving against the immovable rod, and you can hear it straining. The knight kind of growls under his voice. Now, you guys have successfully stopped this, but you need to think about what you're going to have to say in order to get him to relent. But we'll find out what happens with that next time. Because what happens here is as the knight is attempting to throw you guys into the portal, something strange begins to happen. A thunderous sound cracks across the sky. The light within the portal begins to change and shift. The body of Unok's apprentice goes a little limp as he is no longer being pulled towards it. The knight turns to the gate. What is this? He sees something. All of the eyes begin to dart in different directions. You are not from here. And you're not from back home. How dare you usurp our means of transportation? You do not know who you are messing with. You do not know the entity and the forces in which you trespass. Leave now! As that happens, you watch as his arms get pulled off to the side. He begins to strain as he pulls his arms in, but you watch as there's now these cracks that appear in the armor, and thousands of these like tendrils and like inky kind of almost bright red things continue to basically just flow out of his body as he is basically pulled backwards. You hear a sound, a terrifying and horrible sound. It sounds like that of a whale that echoes and resonates. The portal begins to shift again, almost wave after wave, rippling from its center until the fire is almost gone and replaced with this almost eldritch-looking purple inky blackness, with cracks that open to an aurora within what look to be a number of different places. You see, like a shattered glass, a ton of different realms and worlds and peoples. And suddenly, as the glass finally shatters to the sound of one large trumpeting noise, all of you disappear. Well, not all of you. By my count, the people who disappear are... let me pick this up real quick. The people who disappear are...
All but Ray.
Everyone but Ray?
That's what I'm seeing.
All right, everyone but Ray. So, okay, let me see if I can get this right. So...
Well, we don't know what happens with Quinn and Patrick because our list was put up before they rejoined us, so...
No, yeah, no. We'll get it. Okay, so let me get this right. So, Ray, you disappear in a flash of this light, and you find yourself. Let's see. You find yourself... No, Ray is here. So yeah, Ray remains here, knocked back against the pews. You kind of pick yourself up and feel like everything around you has just been shattered and rattled. Holly, you find yourself in a small Varisian town. The sea is the first thing you smell, but then mixed together with loamy soil and just a lot of very strange, almost goblinish kind of smelling scents. That's what you find yourself with. Quinn, you find yourself Quinn, you actually find yourself still here as well. So you are here with Ray. Dante, you find yourself... Sorry, I'm looking at this list trying to figure out where everyone is. I should have done this better. Let's see. Dante.
Season of Ghost.
Yes, indeed. You find yourself in a small mountain village in a foreign land in Tianxia. Alazaro, you find yourself in the Badlands of Sarkoris. The smell of demons is permeating everywhere. It is a strong and very pungent aroma. The sky is bright red, and there is very little plant life around you. Unok, you find yourself also disposed into the mountainous regions along with Dante, with, of course, the foreign sort of Asian-inspired landscape surrounding you. Padrig, you find yourself also in that same area. Why did I put 3 of you from Curse of the Crimson Throne? I feel like that's the only time you guys made it. Oh, wait, no. Yes. So yes, Padrig, you find yourself in the mountains as well. The again, very very bright area compared to being in this rather dim, dank, and horrifying looking place. It actually almost seems peaceful to you. Then we have Agnes, who is...
I miss a week because I don't play again now till the 26th apparently.
But that's okay, because you will find yourself in a pirate port filled and surrounded by assassins.
Pirates! Yar!
And that is where we will
Yarr.
begin when we return next week for the first of our crossover events. Yay! All right.
Yay!
But guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed your adventures here today. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. Be sure to join us on Wednesday for our next episode, which of course is Season of the Ghost, which is coming back after a little bit of a hiatus. So yeah, go check that out. Be sure to join us on Discord. Come and hang out. Do all the cool stuff. And guys, until we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.